I'm on the phone now with the one and only Nik Kershaw. Nik, how are you today, sir?
I'm very good, thanks, Shirley.
Excellent. Now, you are coming to the Horse. You're back on tour, which I think is absolutely brilliant. You're coming to the Horse on Friday the 23rd. Tell us a little bit about what the tour's meant for you at the moment.
Okay, well, it kicks off in Birmingham on the 13th, and it's 31 dates, which is kind of a long tour for me nowadays. I mean, obviously back in the day we did huge tours, but this is quite a long one. This is my mates Go West. So what's going to go on every night is that Carol Decker's going to come on stage and she's going to whip everybody up into a frenzy, and then me and Go West are going to come on together and kind of mix it up a bit. I'll be playing some of mine, they'll be playing some of theirs, I'll be playing one of theirs, they'll be playing one of mine. We'll be doing a couple of covers together and performing on each other's songs as well, so that's going to be a good laugh.
Wow, that sounds brilliant. See, you and Go West back in the 80s were, you are part of the same era, aren't you? Did you know them back then?
Not really, no. I mean, I knew of them. In fact, you know, what their first album was followed me around on tour. I had it on my Sony Walkman when I on a world tour in 1985. But I didn't really sort of get to know them until the end of the 90s, really, when we started sort of bumping into each other on some of these kind of festivals.
And of course, Carol from T'Pau, you know her from previous years?
Yeah, I did. In fact, Carol's supported, one of her first gigs was supporting me in 1987 on my Radio Musicola tour. Yeah.
Wow.
I've known her that long.
Well, it's quite a combination, I have to say, and one that I personally am very excited about. When you toured in the 80s, how does it feel now, going back on tour again?
I think we've all, I stopped playing at all during the 90s, but since the sort of 2000s, you know, I've been gigging on and off. Go West gig all the time. They gig sort of, you know, 2 or 3 gigs a month. I don't gig as much, but it's more fun than it was, to be honest. But back in the day, there seemed to be so much at stake, and it all seemed so terribly important. Whereas nowadays, it's just kind of, I think we're all kind of grateful that we've still got an audience, and we just kind of get on stage and enjoy it.
Now, tell us a little bit about yourself, Nik. What have you been doing lately? Because you have been out the limelight. All my readers already know that I am a Nik Kershaw fanatic. What have you been doing since those days?
Right, well, I guess the 4 albums I made with MCA Records, that was from sort of 84 to 89. And then I decided to take a back seat and just write and produce for people, which I did during the 90s with varying degrees of success. Then I got bored again, really, and I started writing stuff that was, you know, nobody else was going to cover or sing, so I kind of just ended up making an album, and that became the album 15 Minutes. And from that point on, I've you know, made my own albums every 4 or 5 years. An album comes out. I've also done bits and pieces of music for TV, and I just keep busy, really, and you know, festivals and the occasional tour, acoustic. I've done quite a few acoustic tours and solo acoustic tours. Just keeping it interesting, really. I mean, this is a good way of doing it, touring like this with Go West, because it gives a new kind of angle to the songs.
A lot of people that I've spoken to that have toured later on in their careers have said that they have found it much more rewarding, and the fact that they, like you said, it's not so hectic, and they found it quite exciting to go back out there and connect with their fans. They've found it quite important, really.
I think it is, and also, I mean, don't forget that we've been doing it for a long time, so in theory we should be better at what we're doing. You know, we've learned our craft a bit more comfortable with what we're doing, and you know, we've been doing this for 30 years, so it should be all right.
Well, if my history and my memory serves me right, you were involved with Chesney Hawkes, weren't you? Were you a producer for one of his songs or something?
I wrote The One and Only.
That's right.
And I co-produced that record. So, and I've known Chesney ever since, and he's become a great mate.
I'm sure that Horse is going to be very full, and I very much look forward to seeing you on that day. And of course, Go West as well. Excellent. What do you think of music nowadays, Nik?
Well, there's some great stuff around, you know. I mean, it's not always the stuff you see in the mass media, because that's kind of been taken over by reality TV shows and God knows what else. The business has changed, but there's always going to be talented people out there making great music, you know.
Yeah.
I think they have their place, you know, but I just think they take up much too much attention and media attention, and for you know, the limited amount of people involved, that's not all that there is. There's a huge sea of people is by tracking them down on the net. Good stuff will always sort of rise to the top, I think.
Well, we look forward to seeing you on the 23rd. Are you bringing your family to Crawley?
No, I'll be on my lonesome.
Oh, well, if you need anybody to take you out, I'm here.
Right. Thanks, Shelley.
Right, well, I would like to thank you very much for talking to us today, Nick. All the best for your tour. I'm sure you're going to be absolutely amazing.
Brilliant. Thanks, Shelley.
All right, Nick, you take care, darling.
Bye-bye.
Bye.